Welcome to the sanctuary. I'm Kyle, and I'm here to tell you to never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd. Now, I wanted to share with everybody a box set of spoken word artist John Trudell that I got yesterday. For those of you that don't know, John Trudell is a Native American spoken word poet and recording artist. That's a career that he got into later in his life, and I've been listening to a few things on YouTube, and just his interviews alone piqued my interest to get to hear more of this stuff. So I picked up this box, which I think is pretty cool. It's got the titles on the back. The first three were released on cassette only in the early mid 80s. And so the box set's pretty cool. I just want to quick show you. Along with the CDs themselves, each one has a booklet with all the lyrics and the musicians and all the info on there. And there's one album I was really hot on hearing as soon as I got it, and that's this one. John Trudell with Jesse Ed Davis, aka Grafitti Man. And Jesse Ed Davis was a very famous guitar player back in the 70s. He's on the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus DVD with Taj Mahal. He's on stage at the concert for Bangladesh, with George Harrison. As a matter of fact, he was supposed to be Eric Clapton's replacement because Eric Clapton was like a no-show until the day of the performance and happened to appear, and so they were both on stage together. And Jesse Ed Davis played with on some songs by Jackson Browne. He was sort of like a session guy, appearing on other people's records and stuff like that. And so Jesse Ed Davis ran into John Trudell and he said, I could put music to your spoken word poems. And Trudell later said that's exactly what he was looking for, like for the last couple of years. And this is, when I listen to this, I listen to it 6 more times in a row. I listen to this CD 7. I just listened to it now before doing this video. And, it sounds like it's from the 80s, especially with the keyboard sounds. But it's really well done. The music parts on here, it's not like, hey, let's just run through this chord progression. It's well thought out, it's well written, it's well arranged. There's a lot there, they utilize the keyboards really well. And Jesse Ed Davis is just such a great guitar player that, this is a great match. And most of the music is kind of like, there's some blues, there's some rockers, there's, so he does this one song that's kind of like a tribute to John Lennon, which is really nice. And so like it, just the feel of the song, it kind of resembles Imagine. And Jesse Ed Davis played on 2 John Lennon solo albums. When you hear Number 9 Dream, and you hear that slide guitar that opens the song and runs throughout, that's Jesse Ed Davis. And that's actually one of my favorite Lennon songs, Number 9 Dream, from Walls and Bridges. And so, it really comes together. And Rich Man's War opens up this album, and you want to understand the state of affairs now, like listen to Rich Man's War from this album. And I mean, just the way he puts these words together, it's just like you can kind of know where he's coming from. I mean, a lot of people would probably be like, what is this guy saying here? But a lot of times, he's saying already what's inside you. And it's a good album. So there's a tribute to John Lennon. There's kind of one to Elvis Presley that actually made me have more respect for Elvis Presley. Like John Trudell says, that he was part of Elvis's army, and like, you just got to hear it. It's really good. And again, that song kind of references Love Me Tender, especially at the end slide. And it's got that same slide sound as on Number 9 Dream. It's really good. I mean, there's not a bad track on here. There's not a track that I would skip over or anything. And I mean, the songs of relationships and love and, oh man, aches, makes me ache for a woman that would share her blanket with me. I mean, like, wow, this stuff will touch you deep. And so it's a great album. So this is the one, you'll find some tracks on YouTube with this particular album cover. And in, I think it was 92, they released this, which is also called AKA Graffiti Man. And it does contain some of the same songs from this one. And this one here has alternate takes, different remixes of those, and plus it's got other songs that were on some other albums. So you only get like maybe 4 or so that are on this one. And I don't know, I kind of like this one better. I listened to this one today, and I mean, I'm kind of glad it's got Bombs Over Baghdad on here, and Never Never Blues is really nice. Tina Smiled. Oh man, this stuff is great. And you don't have to be an Indian to appreciate it. It might help, but this is universal, if you want to look at it that way. And so I just wanted to share that with you. And John Trudell, I also picked up there's a documentary about his life that came out in 2005, and you really want to know what he was about, check that out, and you'll see where he's coming from. Anyway, with that, I know I haven't been posting some videos in a while. I'll try and do it soon, but if you like this stuff, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you'll always be notified when I post a new video. And, tell your friends. Maybe they'll remind you that there's a new video up. In any case, I thank you for watching, and never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd.